Support for Street Rotting American Style is provided in part by BG Products Incorporated. BG Products Incorporated is dedicated to making vehicles last longer and perform better in the meantime. In shops all over the world, BG Products serves the driving public with innovative products and proven programs of automotive maintenance. More information can be found at bgfindashop.com.
Larry, I'm looking behind me. I've got a Ford here. Rather clean looking Ford, but tell me about this car.
I bought it in about 87 and fixed it up in 88, 89. I had it repainted, reupholstered, and what's unique about it is the engine. That was an engine I had. I had a 56 Ford right out of high school, and I built that engine in 1960, and I saved it. So then when I got this car, why, I overhauled it and put it back in this car, and we've been going to car shows for over about 20 years now. So,
what's so unique about the engine?
Well, I built it when I was 18 years old. It's got the 3 2-barrel 10-to-1 pistons in it, a race cam, light and flywheel, dew point ignition, headers, you know, all the goodies we had back in the early 60s. So,
I've always heard that trying to tune the 3 carburetors is hard or difficult or it's tricky to learn.
They are hard to tune and get them all right. It just takes some time, and once you get them set, they should stay. And it took me a while to get them all set and everything.
What is a trick to tuning these things?
Just getting all the idle adjustments, and of course I've got what they call progressive linkage on, where when you're running down the road, you're just driving on the middle carburetor, and then at about 70 mile an hour is when the other 2 will kick in. So, but once you get them all set, there's no problem with them. So,
would you suggest anybody doing 6-packs, or would you steer them away from it?
I think anybody can do it. Yeah, they're not that complicated. So instead of 1 carburetor, you got 3 to monkey with.
So why'd you go 10-to-1 compression?
Well, back in those days, that was what you kind of did if you were racing, was put more, you had higher compression. And of course, we had better gas back then too. So we had 100 octane gas. You can't find it today. So
what do you do for gas on this?
Well, I just run 91 in it, and I've kind of detuned it because I don't race it or anything. So we drive it to shows. So I don't drive it hard. So
ideally, the octane would be 100 octane.
Yeah, 98 to 100, because that's what you used to be able to get. Ethyl was 98 to 100 octane. So
the terminology ethyl, I know that's a terminology nobody even knows about today. It's ethyl, regular and ethyl. Now tell me about the car that you said you started restoring this in 87?
Yes, I bought it in 87, and like I say, it was a different color, and I didn't buy it to make a show car out of it. I bought it just to have an old driver to drive around, and my original 56 was red and white like this, so I decided, well, I was going to paint it. Well, then one thing led to another, and I just ended up fixing it up and going to show. It's not a perfect show car, but it's got some dings and stuff in it, but we enjoy driving it around and going to car shows. So, well, that's what's neat about having an old car. You drive down the street and you wave at people and they wave back, and everybody enjoys old vehicles, and that's why we like coming to these car shows, is because you see a lot of nice old cars and a lot of money in some of them, and so it's neat.
What's the most challenging thing about this car when you got it?
I would probably say getting it painted. It was in pretty good shape. I mean, there was a few rust spots in it, but getting it painted in the color we wanted, and then getting the engine in it. I mean, it was all dirty and stuff, so I had to clean all that up. But I've enjoyed it. So,
what kind of transmission you're running on this?
It's a 3-speed overdrive.
And what's the cubic inch on the engine?
This is a 292. In the years of 55, 56, they built a 272, 292, and a 312. And they call it a Thunderbird because it come out in the 55 Thunderbird, so 292.
Well, it's fantastic. It's a great looking car. But can you do me a favor? Can I hear this bad boy?
Yeah, I can probably start it for you.